1, 2, 1, 2. Today we have a longer video, so make sure to go into the timestamps. Everything will be timestamped. Thank you for watching this video and thank you for sticking until the end. I really appreciate it. But today is a request from the Discord. Ultra, one of our members in the Discord, requested I do a comparison between the Xiaomi F22 Pro, the F21 and the F30 because a lot of people get confused. So this is that, and it's going to be longer, so make sure to go to the timestamps. So let's start with the physical characteristics of each device and where are they compatible. The F22 is the larger, the F21 and the F30 are essentially the same phone. But the F21 is for international, the F30 is for the US. So right here they all have USB-C, as you can tell. And since they have USB-C, they do not have a 3.5mm headphone jack. This one is definitely larger, has a larger screen, and of course they all have pretty much the same camera. When it comes to the camera comparison, which we're going to get into like just a second. So the camera comparison right here, they all have tap to focus, so you can focus on something specific. So it will grab the focus, it will do whatever it needs to do. And essentially they all have very decent picture quality. I think I can show you a picture that I had taken before. Right there, that is a picture of a Dora phone. And you know, it's not the most amazing picture, but it'll be very legible. It's really nice to read. So this one, these two right here, the F22 and the F21, they are specifically made for international markets, but they do work in certain areas of the United States with T-Mobile. That's it. There's no other carrier that really supports them, and they will work spottily. But they do have certain functionality in certain areas of the United States. Make sure to check the bands and corresponding with your area. Cell Mapper and a couple of other tools. I'll try to make as many links as possible in the description so that you can either buy them or you can check them out or you can check the coverage in your area. So you can go to kind of like understand the tools, and if they work in your area, these one works with T-Mobile. The F30, which is specifically made for the United States, is sold by different companies. Essentially they're kosher, and we'll get into that in just a second. But these devices right here have that ability to work with Verizon and with T-Mobile. So these are international, the F22 and the F21. The F30 is for the United States. So if you're looking for a transition device for international, go with these two. If you're looking for a transition device or something more basic, I will get whether this can install apps in just a second, the F30 is the one to go. Now we have more comparisons. Let's talk about messaging because that is another very important thing. So here we go over messaging. We're going to go over it and try to get a picture of what does it look to message. As you see, this version right here has a different text message application. So the thing that happens is, for example, I'm going to go over here, take T-Mobile right there. So we're going to write a message. So by default, most of these do not have the ability to type with the keypad. And I will show you right now how you get the keypad working. So a couple of things right here, in just 1 second. So first of all, you need to do the following. So the first thing that you need to do, as you see right here, I have the keypad, and here I have the virtual keyboard. They all have a virtual keyboard. So if I go and swipe down on this one, I will show you the virtual keyboard for all of them. So right here, Microsoft, I install a different one. Boom, right there. So you see virtual keyboard. But most of you want to use the keypad. How do you do that? Well, on the F21 and the F22, so these two right here, you can go and download an application. You can go to the web browser, and I'm navigating via the touchscreen because it's faster. You can navigate with the keypad. And you can go to an application called, I will show you right here. It is called on GitHub TT9. A T9 IME for Android devices with a hardware keypad. TT9 GitHub. Search that up. I'll put the link down there. You download that app right there. Get it on easydrive.org. You go to this website. You download it. And after you download it, you install it. I already downloaded it and installed it. So you go and you download anyway because it's telling me you already did this. You right there, do you want to update this app? Because I already installed it. But this one will say, do you want to install this app? You update it right there. Boom, it will update it and it will allow you to use your keypad. Then you go to the messaging section and you swipe down, choose the input method and you change it to traditional T9. You may need to enable this in settings first, and I'm going to showcase that to you so that you guys don't get lost. You go to settings, you go to system, you go to languages and input, then you go to here, let's see, languages and input, on-screen keyboard. You will not see it here. You will press manage on-screen keyboards, and at the bottom you will enable the traditional T9. After you have done that, you can go to your messages and enable it here. I have already enabled it. Here, right there, I only have 2. And as you see, I have not installed it here. So I can go to my browser and I can do the same process. So if you do that, you will be able to make it work. Now the problem is that this only works with the F21 and the F22 by default. With the F30, you are stuck because you don't have the ability to change. You are only able to use the on-screen keyboard if you buy it by default. Now, there are other ways that I'll discuss in just a second to install other applications, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. So, again, the F21 and F22, you download T9, and then you will be able to use your keypad. As you see right here, I'm able to type hello. There are other settings that you need to change. So for example, right here, you will go to languages, you can load a dictionary, you can choose different languages, and you can load that dictionary as well. So right there, you have the keypad, and I'm going to type, my name is Jose. And then I will change a little bit here, I'll delete, Jose, go down, right there, Jose. Boom. Hello, my name is Jose. So I'm typing it with a keypad. You can also use, again, we're going to go back to this. You can also use the on-screen keyboard. You can install on-screen keyboards as well. You have voice to type on right here, the F21 and the F30. These are things that you can install. It's something that you can install. It's not something that it comes with the phone except on the F30. You have to install it. So right there, for example, I'm trying to get this to work, but can't reach Google right now for some reason. So right there, you see voice to type. You can have all of that functionality on all of these 3 phones. So F21 and F22, they have the ability to do the keypad. The F30 by default does not. So let's get into the next section, which is app compatibility, so that we can talk about it in just a second. The F22 and the F21 come in 2 configurations. The F21 and the F22 come with a Google configuration that allows you to have the Play Store and everything, and a regular configuration that does not have the Play Store, even though you can still install APKs via different app stores like the Aurora store or everything else, but it's not going to have Google services. So if you want to have Google services, make sure to get the Google version. F21 and F22 have Google versions. The F30 already comes preloaded with Google versions, but you're not going to be able to see them because they lock them down. You can install any app that you want essentially on these 2 phones, the F21 and the F22. On the F30, you are not able by default to install any applications. Here you have the app installer, which comes with useful applications. And here is the next section. So the App Store, I think is connecting, but essentially it has Gmail. It has the ability to use, let me see if I can just close that and open it again. So right there, getting apps, it's going to hopefully get them. But essentially this has Gmail, Uber, and a couple of extra applications that are specific to the community that sells this phone, which are kosher devices. What are kosher devices? Devices that don't have a browser, don't have access to the internet. Okay, so they only have very basic things. They don't have the ability to play amazing videos or things of that nature or social media. They're made specifically for a community that wants to be outside of screens, and you don't want to have extra functionality that taps into the internet. So if you want something that taps into the internet by default, you can go into the F21 and the F22. If you want something that doesn't tap into the internet but still has a nice form factor and you're able to still use certain things like Uber or Gmail, then get the F30. Again, United States, international, things of that nature. Of course, you can always lock down the F22 and the F21, but that's a personal thing that you have to do on your own. Last thing that I would like to mention, the F30 is able, by some hack method, to install some applications. So as you see right here, I'm not going to be disingenuous. There are methods out there that you can use in order to get some applications. It's not easy for the regular user, and it is of course going to void the warranty from the company, and it is definitely not encouraged. And the reason why it's not encouraged is because it blocks and there's a lot of red tape around it. So just letting you know that this stuff happens, and the more that it gets out there, the more they're going to block the availability of this device. So I would say right now it's essentially blocked, and they are updating it, and they have been in contact with me actually about the F30, saying that they're going to be not doing an update so that nobody can get into the device. So just an FYI. Now, I also have been told, but again, take this with a grain of salt, that they are really looking into releasing the F30 with the full compatibility. They just had doubts essentially about the market, but I think they're going to release it. Don't take this with a grain of salt. Do not think that they're going to do it. Just make sure that you understand that it's a work in progress right now. And I guess if you reach out to them, to Pure Talk, that's the company trying to sell this device, and through their retailers say, hey, I want the full version, and maybe that will encourage them to actually get stuff done and get a version of the F30 that works here in the United States and that has the ability to get as many apps as you want. All right, last couple of things that I'm going to compare. It's the contacts experience. They're pretty much using all of the contacts, same contacts as experience, the F30, the F21. It's Google based, so you create a new contact and you have the ability right there to, create email, phone, more fields, addresses, things of that nature. It has everything in compatibility and things of that, that are useful to you. You also have the ability to have maps. So as you see right there, I'm loading a maps application, Osman Plus. If you want to use something in specific, you can also load a different application like Magic Earth or Google Maps for the Google versions of these phones, things of that nature. I believe this one brings Waze, the F30, but do not quote me on that right now. I believe that they do have that availability. I don't know why their app store is not working, but I believe that it does have the ability to have Waze. That's one of the approved applications that they have for their community. Okay, so last thing that I would like to say is the screen size. So definitely the F22 has a bigger screen size, and the F30 and the F21 are pretty much the same. And again, they are very similar devices. Actually, this one is just revamped for the American market, but the F21 and the F22 I would say are better for international. The F30 for those of you who are trying to tinker and play here in the United States. The screen size is quite large on the F22. It is not my cup of tea, but it's something that a lot of you may enjoy if that's what you want. I personally prefer the F21 or the F30 size because that is actually more pocketable and less distracting. The more screen you have, the more distracted you'll be. So that's essentially what's happening here. Extra compatibilities, they can all run. The F21, F22 can run WhatsApp, Spotify, all of those apps that are, essentially transition apps. The F30, again, comes very limited, and if you are at your own risk willing to try some methods, go into the Dumb Phone subreddit and check them out right there. But this is at your own risk. I am not endorsing this method, and I will put a disclaimer on this video. And again, they may come out with a full version. If you have any questions about any of these devices, make sure to check the reviews. But if you have any other questions that I did not cover specifically on this specific video, make sure to put them in the comments below, and I'll be interacting with you guys. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.